Good morning. This is Notes, Unit 4, Day 2. We're going to talk a little bit more about triangles today. So the basic terms, if we have this triangle ABC, triangle symbol in front of it, so I know it's a triangle ABC. The sides that are adjacent to angle A are the ones that are touching angle A. Remember, we need two letters to form a side. This one touches angle A. We're going to have A in the name, AB. Or you could put BA. Also, this side touch angle A. I'm going to call this AC or CA. I'm going to put CA. So you know that A doesn't always have to go first. Put a line above it, and that makes it a side. Now, the side opposite to angle A is what I usually do in class is I tell you guys to cover it up with your hand. And which side do you guys see the whole thing of? Cover A up with your hand. We see the other side BC. So I'm going to write it here, BC. It's the only side that's not going to have A in the name. The opposite side is a side that doesn't have A in the name, or that angle in the name. So A, B, and C are called vertices. One is a vertex, more than one is a vertice. To include angle, the included angle of AB and BC. This means what angle is in between AB and BC. Well, it's the AB and BC. Well, it's the letter that they have in common. AB and BC both have angle B in it. This side included between angle A and angle C is AC. Put a line above it to make it a side. Alright, use a ruler to find the side lengths in centimeters and label the pictures with the measurements nearest tenth. We're not going to use a ruler for this, but we are going to write each side in order from shortest to longest. So first, it says write each angle in order. They give us the angles, so that's easy. My order is going to go from smallest to largest. Sometimes they'll ask us from largest to smallest. So I want you to start to underline what we're going to start with. We're going to start with the smallest one. So my smallest angle is 32. Well, remember, my opposite side is going to be my smallest side. So if you guys cover up 32 with your hand, cover it up, cover up angle A, my side that we can see all of is going to be BC. So BC is my opposite side. This is going to be my smallest side, shortest side, BC. My medium angle is going to be 54, 32, and then 54, and then 94. So 54 is like my middle one. 54. Oops, I'm going to put B. Sorry. So this would be angle A. And now angle B would be the 54. My opposite side is the one that doesn't include B. So that's AC. This is my middle one, AC. Now my biggest angle is 94. That's angle C, 94. And my opposite side is the one that doesn't have C in it, which is AB. This one you guys are going to try, I want you to write each side in order from longest to shortest, so you can do the opposite. And they're giving you the angles again. Write down the biggest angle first, and then the medium one, and then the smaller one. Triangle angle to side relationship. If one side of the triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is the larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. Or this is what they're trying to say. The shortest side is opposite the smallest angle. Also, the longest side longest angle, okay, the largest angle. I don't know if long is a term we can use for an angle. The longest angle, the largest angle is opposite the longest side. Biggest angle is opposite the biggest side. The smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. Alrighty, write the angles for the sides in order from largest to smallest. This is what you're going to have on your test. So if this is a 7, I'm guessing, and this is a 12, and I'm thinking like 16, I don't know actually. This one, they give you the side lengths. I'm not going to ask you to put the side lengths in order. They're going to want the opposite. They're going to want the angles. So, and they want it from longest, underline longest. Longest is going to be the biggest one. So if this is the biggest side, if 16 is the biggest side, highlight it with your crayon or your color pencil. Then the opposite angle is the biggest, angle N. If 12 is your medium one, then the opposite angle is your medium angle, which is angle M. And then if 7 is your baby side, the smallest side, then your opposite angle, I think that's an L, is going to be your smallest angle. That's the ratios, are the equal. Now this one, do you guys see that these angles, they don't give you the third one? You guys cannot assume anything until you add these up and then subtract it from 180. You have to do this first in order to find out what y is. So I want you guys to try to do this, plug it in, and then you can find out which side is the biggest, medium, and smallest, okay? Go ahead and flip your paper over. Alright, number 3 and 4 is like more of the same. I want you guys to try it out. It says on the next part, you can check to see if 3 lengths form a triangle by adding. That means we're going to put, adding them up means we're going to plus, add up the 2 smaller sides. If the sum is greater than the third side, the biggest side, then that'll form a triangle. That's how we're going to figure it out. So let's try this. These are all 3 equal, so we just got to add up 2 of them. 3 plus 3. Is that greater than the third side, which is 3? Yes, 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is greater than 3. Good, that's check. It is possible. Alright, my 2 smaller ones. Sometimes I put it out of order. This one's in the right order. 3 plus 4 has to be greater than 8. You have to pick the 2 smaller ones. 4 plus 3 is 7. Is 7 greater than 8? No, not possible. No, impossible. Not a triangle. Alright, let's do this one, but we can't do 10 and 5. We can't just pick the first 2. It has to be the 2 smaller ones. 5 plus 5, is that greater than 10? 5 plus 5 is 10, but we can't have it equal. It has to be greater than 10. Is it 10 greater than 10? Nope. Not a triangle. This cannot make sides of a triangle. So, no, not a triangle. No, not a triangle. I want you guys to try the rest and tell me if it is a triangle or if it's not a triangle. So this, if we're asked to find like the range of 2 sides of a triangle, all we have to do is add them and subtract them, and then we'll find the range of the other 2 sides. So if they tell us something like the triangle has a side length of 10 and 14 centimeters, describe the possible lengths of the third side. Remember, the 2 smaller ones have to add it to be greater than the third side. So to figure this out, what we'll do is we'll add them. Start with the bigger number. 14 plus 10, and then we'll subtract them. 14 minus 10. 14 plus 10 is 24, but 14 minus 10 is 4. So my possible lengths of the third side, I'm going to use an inequality, has to be less than 24. It cannot equal 24, otherwise the top theorem wouldn't work. It has to be less than 24. So like 23 would work, even 23.5 would work, and then greater than 4. So like 4.1 would work, 5 would work. I want you guys to try the possible lengths of AB. Try it out. And then you guys can try some of these out. That is all I'm going to try today. If you have any questions, please ask. Have a wonderful day.